Think about the person who made your heart race the most. The one you could not stop thinking about. Who could make or ruin your entire day with a single text? Now here is the uncomfortable question. Was that really love, or was it something else? Sometimes what feels like love is actually something else. Limerence. Limerence is an intense emotional state where you become deeply infatuated with someone and crave their validation and attention. It can feel powerful, passionate, even magical, but unlike healthy love, it is often built on uncertainty, fantasy, and emotional dependency rather than real connection. So how can you tell the difference? Here are 4 signs you may have never actually been in love. It might have just been limerence. Sign 1. You are obsessed with their attention. One of the biggest signs of limerence is how much your mood depends on the other person's attention. Did a single text from them instantly brighten your entire day? Did you constantly check your phone hoping they would message you back? And if they did not respond quickly, did you feel anxious, rejected, even panicked? In limerence, your emotional state becomes tied to how the other person behaves toward you. Their approval feels like a reward. Their distance feels like punishment. Healthy love feels more stable. You may miss your partner when they are not around, but your sense of self does not completely depend on their attention. If their validation felt like something you constantly needed to chase, it may have been limerence rather than love. Sign 2. You fell in love with the fantasy of them. Another common sign of limerence is falling in love with the idea of someone rather than who they actually are. Maybe you imagined a future together very early on. Maybe you filled in the gaps of what you did not know about them with idealized traits. Or maybe you ignored red flags because they did not fit the story you had already written in your head. In limerence, your mind builds a fantasy version of the person. You focus on everything that excites you and quietly look past everything that does not add up. Love grows differently. It grows when you see someone clearly, strengths, flaws, and all, and still choose to care about them. If most of the relationship existed more in your imagination than in reality, it may have been limerence. Sign 3. The relationship felt like an emotional rollercoaster. Did the connection feel incredibly intense, but also confusing and unstable? Limerence thrives on uncertainty. When someone is hot and cold, emotionally unavailable, or inconsistent, it does not kill the obsession. It feeds it. Every small moment of affection feels like a huge win. And chasing that high is exactly what keeps you hooked. Healthy love usually feels calmer and more secure. No relationship is perfect, but genuine love involves emotional safety, consistency, and mutual effort. If the connection constantly left you feeling anxious, confused, or desperate for reassurance, it might not have been love. It may have been limerence. Sign 4. You were more focused on being chosen than on compatibility. Finally, one of the clearest signs of limerence is that the main goal becomes being chosen by the other person. Instead of asking yourself, are we actually compatible? Do they treat me well? Your mind fixates on whether they like you back. You find yourself trying to impress them, win their approval, prove your worth. In love, the focus is mutual. Both people are learning about each other, growing together, deciding whether the relationship works for both of them. In limerence, the energy flows mostly in one direction, toward earning the other person's attention. Experiencing limerence does not mean your feelings were not real. The emotions can feel incredibly powerful, and most people go through it at some point in their lives. But understanding the difference between limerence and love can help you build healthier, more fulfilling relationships going forward. Because real love is not about obsession, anxiety, or chasing someone's approval. It is about connection, mutual care, and feeling safe enough to be your authentic self. Did you relate to any of these signs? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos about psychology and mental health. Remember, the healthiest relationships are the ones where you feel valued, respected, and at peace.